Welcome guys to Bhagavad-Gita part 13. So as you are well aware, like 13 is considered unlucky by many people around the world, like around many countries. But after Bhagavad-Gita you will realize that there is nothing like luck or being lucky or unlucky. It's just a myth. So let's start, and before I start my video today, I'll give you some more introduction. So, Bhagavad Gita will give you all your self knowledge so you are fully aware about yourself, meaning you are completely healthy from inside, without which outside knowledge of science or technology or earning money is useless, which you will realize sooner or later that it was just a waste of your life. If you are not well from inside, what's the use of doing anything from outside? I will give you an example. If you have a hair fall because of your sleeping and eating habits and your lifestyle, so even if you keep using the best shampoos, conditioners from outside, what's the use in it? It will just give you temporary solutions, some relief until and unless you change yourself from inside. There's no use for like outside temporary solutions. You're actually sick from inside, but you don't cure it and always look outside solutions, which are all temporary, which will give you temporary relief. So, universal knowledge is like no use unless you have no knowledge of yourself. So, let's continue. Arjuna does not believe this. Arjuna is very curious whether there will be a way. I search, I ask you, you tell me. He is saying to Krishna. You tell me, you explain to me. I am ignorant. I don't know anything. He is polite. Arjuna's ignorance is polite. Satre's ignorance is not polite. Satre's ignorance is very assertive. There is danger, and when ignorance is assertive, then ignorance is vocal. Then there are more dangers than anything else. But it often happens that ignorance is vocal. Arjuna is asking, he says, I don't know, I am in doubt, I am drowning in trouble, give me some way out. But his search for what might be a path continues. I believe that Arjuna is more courageous than Satre, because finding a way even in such a deep despair is a matter of great courage. Satre is not that courageous. His statements seem very courageous, but he is not that courageous. In fact, many times it happens that when a person walks out in a dark street, he comes out whistling. The whistle appears very courageous to the people sleeping nearby. But whistling does not show courage, it only shows that the person is afraid. That whistle is not proof of courage, it is just an attempt to hide fear. The chaos that the two great wars have revealed to the west, the storm that has appeared from below and land has torn apart, and a volcano has opened its mouth in front of the west, an attempt to deny that volcano it is going on. There is no meaning in life, so there is no need to be afraid of disaster. There is no value, so why bother searching for value? There is no God, so what is the use of praying? There is no hope. So there is no need to be worried even in despair. Try to find peace even in despair is only an indicator that the heart is very weak and courage is low. In fact, only when hope falls into severe disappointment can we know whether it exists or not. And when an attempt is made to find light in deep darkness, then only it becomes known whether any aspirations for light is connected to deep courage, deep dedication, and deep determination or not. The Sartarian thinking of West is to accept disappointment. There is disappointment. The West will not recover from this. So, existentialism and thinkers like that are no more than just a fashion, and fashion has to die. Fashion is dying. Now existentialism is not very living concept. Children are also rejecting that of West. That too has become old fashioned. leave this nonsense and move on. But the disappointment that Sathre's generation has given is showing its ill effects on the coming generations. The generation says, okay, we will dance naked on the street because you yourself said that there is no meaning. Then what is the meaning in wearing clothes? So we will then create any kind of sexual relationship because you yourself have said there is no meaning. Then what is the meaning of family too? Then we will not respect anyone because you yourself have said that when there is no God, then what is the meaning of respect? And we will not worry about tomorrow. Today, the boys from the universities of America and Europe are running away. When their parents ask them to study, they say, what hope is there for tomorrow? You yourself have said that everything is uncertain. So, what will happen even after studying? And those boys ask that even in Hiroshima, the boys were studying in college, then atom bombs fell and everything ended. We will read someday some countries are preparing atomic bombs. We don't know on which day they will drop them. So let us live. Let us live the 2-4 moments we have got. So they are demanding like this. So in the West, life, which is an extension in time, life's journey in time has become completely fragmented, has stuck to the moment. Whatever you have now, do it. There is no assurance of the next moment. And will you trust the next moment? Ultimately, there is death. The next moment is death. Time has become synonymous with death in the West. Time and death became of the same meaning. Whatever is there now is there. There is no other value. So American and European people are mostly into this concept. Just now, a person committed several murders, and when the court asked him, he said, what's the harm? When everyone has to die, I have helped them in dying, and they would have died anyway. I get some pleasure from killing them. What's the harm in it? What's the use of not taking any part in that? When there is no value, we come and we die then. It's okay to kill. Sartre's generation filled the West with hollowness, a hollowness, because we had no answers, only questions. And he gave answers to the questions himself. If Arjuna wins, the hollowness will be created in this country also. Arjuna did not win and Krishna won. There was a big conflict between Arjuna and Krishna. If Arjuna becomes suspicious and becomes obsessed with being a guru, means the master himself, then he turns his curiosities into answers himself. And if you turn your questions into answers and accept your ignorance as knowledge, then same situation would arise in this country, like India, which has arisen in the West due to existentialist thinking. The situation is the same, but the West still does not have Krishna. But in this situation, Krishna can be born in the West when curiosity arises to know more. And so it is not very surprising that movements like Krishna consciousness are capturing the minds of the West. No wonder boys and girls are beating drums and singing hymns of Krishna on the streets of the West. It is no wonder. There is no accidents. Nothing happens accidentally in this world. Even if a flower blooms in this world, there are long reasons for it. If someone wanders around on the streets of London singing Hare Krishna's hymns on a drum, it is not accidental. This is a deep pain somewhere in the mind of the West. But the West has to evolve out of Krishna and realize they have to become Krishna, which is the next step instead of just revolving around the body of Krishna. So this is the what they are doing wrong. Arjuna is present. Where is Krishna? The question arose. Where is the answer? Looking for answers, the search for answers has arisen. So this was the right question. But I call Arjuna the symbol of all mankind, and the affection that gripped Arjuna is also man's humanity. So I will continue, guys.